the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They go to the ground. Moving past the 25. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. Works the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will have its first possession of the game. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely. And there's nothing tricky about that, right?
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on 2nd down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Penn State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Nevada dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I like the way this offense is ending the 1st half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. 2 To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if we can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Got a man. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Meredith. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. Oh, better look out! Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State. No midseason concentration laps here as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Back to the ground game on the left. There he goes. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Unleashes it on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got him this time. Oh, out of space. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll move the wide receiver. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. That's reeled in, it's Wheeler. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys...
He's got it inside the 25. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They dialed up a beauty on that last Just when it got him inside the red zone, now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Interception. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Burns. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wheeler. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Handoff to the single running back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw
touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is... opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll try to get it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 31, it is a 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there. To stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Motion from the wideout. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snags it down the right side. Off the running. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field to score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Buffalo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Boilermakers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it. Well, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And there's something you don't see very often, a fumble on a quarterback sneak, and the quarterback's got to do a really good job of bellying the ball and securing it before you start pushing forward. I don't know if he ever really had control of it. The defense was able to knock it out and create the takeaway.
He'll start this drive firing. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The lone back's got it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Just running out of opportunities. If you give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give on the counter. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
He's got the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catches, signaled for and made. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great...
Intercepted deep in his own end.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Punts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Makes the grab. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Leaves it with the back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Boilermakers decide to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it, and wings it incomplete. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down. Oh, it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Perkins. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So